And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw his Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Running is Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
12 more yards there and another first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 29 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A first down throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Dan Arnold, 60 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Carr to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. To throw is Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. On first down, Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On first down, Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hey, let's go back, Charles, to your preseason predictions. You gave us what you thought on the AFC. How about the NFC side in 2021?
All right, how about the Washington football team winning the NFC East? I think in the North, Green Bay comes back and represents again. In the South, Tampa Bay, who finished second in their division last year to New Orleans, they win the division this time. And then out West, the Los Angeles Rams with their new quarterback, Matthew Stafford. And I like the Los Angeles Rams in an upset over Tampa Bay to win the NFC.
And then earlier you said the Chiefs on the AFC side, so who do you have here winning it all?
Well, winning it all is going back to Kansas City, baby. Patrick Mahomes for the 3rd straight year in the Super Bowl. This time he wins it, and it'll be 2 for 3.
Yeah, I think I like the Chiefs as well, CD, but man, an AFC title again, a rematch between them and the Bills. It would kind of be cool to see the Bills back on top in the AFC, but I think you're right. I've got the Chiefs in the end as well. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Fopo's the mic. Mike's Fopo. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Darnold completes it, and he's got this down to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. To the air again, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Pushes him aside, taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 50 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they are going for it. Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position. Darnold, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down, Jacobs once more. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raider first down.